My name is Doug Kirkpatrick. I live in Glastonbury, Connecticut. This home was built in 1752. It started being restored around the turn of the century. It was updated most recently by the previous owners before we purchased it in May. As you can see with the fashionings around here, the original timbers, the original floor, the original massive fireplace, which is down here in the basement sitting behind you, all of this was built before the Revolutionary War. The barn, which is what holds the solar cells, was likewise built before the Revolutionary War. So this is about as old as you get in the United States. The solar was put in here by the owners before last in 2014. We put in the storage because of my understanding of how solar and storage work together to dramatically save money, and because Connecticut took a very financial look at how they put incentives in place for homeowners to put in storage. So what we have inside here are two aPower units. There's another aPower unit outside. The A-gate unit, which is the gateway to get the solar powers to the battery or out to the grid, is located over there. The solar cells are located on the barn, and together they all work in synchrony in terms of primarily first using the solar for our own consumption here. We can charge these up in a weather event from the grid. Also in the converse, the local utility can pull power from the batteries to firm the grid. The lithium-ion batteries that were popular before this were very helpful, but they suffered from relatively shorter lifespans. You would find that your battery storage would be decreasing towards the end of its life, and that's obviously undesirable. So what Franklin has done is commercialize a battery technology that is aligned with the lifetime of the solar technology. It's the right way to do it. It was one of the things I put in immediately. When we were buying this house, I saw the solar on the roof. I knew I was going to put storage in, and I started exploring the storage options. Came across Franklin relatively quickly, made the decision, worked with Franklin to identify the local installers, and they did a fantastic job. I have an app on my phone that lets me check in on the batteries so I don't have to crawl down here and look at the battery indicator. For the first few days, I was looking at it every few hours because it's like, wow, I can actually see everything that's going on. And once you get used to that, you start to realize, all right, I'm going to check in on where we are. I'm going to see a weather event coming, and I'm going to make sure that we have these as backup if we need them. It's easy. It's incredibly easy. Would I recommend this? I already have. The bottom line here is these are incredibly easy to use, and they are what you want with solar. You want with solar to use your energy because that's the cheapest way to have a solution. It also gives you the opportunity to not have to have a gas generator outside. And here in New England, where we might lose power due to a thunderstorm or where we might lose power due to an ice storm, it's just a level of security and a level of financial and grid independence that just makes a ton of sense.
Before we stop recording, is there anything you want to add, or is there anything you want to say?
I'm good. I mean, it's a great system, but I've already said that like 6 times.